This woman began to take care of me. She will buy for the children and she will buy for me. She will buy for the children and she will buy for me. Now, after the school days, everybody parts. She knew me as a poverty-stricken boy in the secondary school days. But the day I met her in Enugu at the airport, I couldn't recognize her, but she could recognize me. She was the one who saw me recognize me before I recognized her. And I asked her, I said, Mommy, why are you looking like this? This is a woman that knows how to take care of herself. When you talk about skin, her skin glows. Money was flowing. Then the husband was the airport manager of Owerri. So money was flowing. But when I saw her, Reverend, I could not recognize her. Hot tears dropped from my eyes. I said, Mommy, why are you looking like this? She says it's a long story. She's the one heading the cleaners department. From airport manager to cleaner. Who I'm talking about may be watching me now on the internet. Still alive till today. And he said, I should forget that story. That there is a pressing need now. I said, what's the pressing need? He said, my son got a visa to Hungary. He said, but no money for tickets. I said, Mommy, you cannot say that 2 times. I just put my hand in my bag, brought out my check. I said, how much is it? She told me. I wrote the check of 300 and something thousand right there at that airport, and I give her. Man of God, as of Christmas, that's his son did Christmas for me with 800,000. As of this last Christmas, Tobena is his name, Tobena. And the boy traveled to Hungary. As I'm talking to you, that boy is a multi-billionaire. Listen to me. It was something that drove me. It was the passion of her help. The way she helped me the days I was crying. That was what drove me, and I could not withhold anything. I said, Mama, how much is this? She said it, I added extra. This Tobena I'm talking about, it should be less than 25 years. He's importing containers. Lives in VGC, driving the latest Range Rover Sport. Because of the seed the mother sowed in my life. If he was the one that came, I won't help him. But the seed the mother sowed in my life was what broke the chain of poverty. When they say give, learn to give. You know why? Because it is not the day you give that it may return. But the day it will return may be the day you need it most. Now, who do I give? Number 1, the church. Number 2, the poor among you. Everything is not billion, it's not million. As you are living here, there are people who didn't come with car, but they have to trek far. You can stop for them and ask them to hop in. One day, that person will tell the story. Say, that is the man that always drive me home. He always, anytime I'm going home, he will stop and drive. And that day may be the day you need him most. You will say, Oga, come. Do you remember me? You that is doing the good may not remember him, but he will remember you. How many of us can our teachers remember? But when we see our teachers, we know them. Say, that's my teacher in school. And when you go and meet him, you say, who are you? And say, I was your student. You will be the one explaining. Sometimes, even after explaining, he will still not know you. There is a man those days, he's a carpenter in Calabar. When I don't have anybody to help, this man will make a little gari. They will go and harvest cassava. They will make gari. They will call me. They will just tie a little in the nylon. They didn't know that what they were doing, they were just saving a life. The day I went to visit, I went to look for them in Calabar. I just traveled to go and look for them in Calabar. When the man saw me, he could not recognize me. He's a carpenter. He's our school carpenter. Even the wife. So he saw me. I said, I'm so person. The man was happy to see me. He embraced me. But when I gave him a check, he collapsed. Another one, I had somebody that was helping me in town. They are from my place. I just met them in the market because they speak the same language. I asked to introduce myself. On introduction, I discovered they are even my family member. They are related to my family in the village. The woman started helping me. When I want to go back to school, she will bring oil, red oil, and all these things. Granite, some cups of granite, and then she will package it. I'm talking about giving to the poor, and then I will take you to school. Pastor Ike, let me remind you, there's a woman, I don't know, the daughter married to an Onitsha man here, and that daughter is behaving like something is wrong with her. They now directed them to this church. I didn't know them, but when the mother came, I discovered the mother was the same woman that was helping me in the school. And I told her, I said, Mama, your problem is solved. I did not only solve the problem, I make sure that Mama no longer goes back to that market. That was the end of poverty. Ask Pastor Ike, when she saw me, she started crying. See, God changed you like this? She was so amazed. Let me tell you the truth. Life is a circle. As it goes like this, it comes like this. Be a giver. The Bible says, see it down that scattereth, yet increaseth. It's a scriptural secret. He scattereth everywhere you go. Anywhere I go, I make sure I make mark. I make sure. One of the days I landed in Benin Airport, I was looking for my bag, and a young man rushed to me. He started reminding me what I did for him unconsciously. I said, I can't remember. He said, sir, you will not remember. I know it's you. He said, are you not so? I said, he took my things. He was introducing me to everybody. That little thing you think is nothing may be the life of that person. 10 naira you give to somebody in the days of hunger may cost that person his life. What do I mean by his life? The person may vow that if I will not bless this man, I'd rather die. I've seen a man that was meant to be killed by an assassin. It happened to be that one of the boys that came for the assassination job, this man was the one helping the mother. So when they came there and saw he was the man, the boy was forced to remove his marks. I said, sir, do you know me? He said, I know you. The man said, I know you. Say, you want, what did I do to you? The man reminded you, say, I'm being the one helping you. He said, you don't need to remind me. I just showed you my face for you to know where poverty brought us to. But you see, the man who sent us to come and do this job, we are going back to kill him. They went and they shot that man in Calabar because he was always giving. The man deals on yam. When he brings yam, he will give them some tubers. That's all. Stop closing your hands. Open it. Because no matter how you close it, you can't close it to the grave. Now, one more thing. Your neighbors. The Bible said, love thy neighbors as thyself. Whatever you can do for yourself, make sure you are doing it to your neighbors.